SAT students miss easy points because the test makers design questions based on the exact mistakes you'll probably make. Let's take a look at this question. If the absolute value of 4x minus 4 is equal to 112, then what is the positive value of x minus 1? Well, if this were me rushing on a test, I would go ahead and plug this into Desmos. And what I would end up getting is x equals 29. Is this the right answer? No. You would get this wrong because it's not asking for what x is, it's asking for x minus 1. So how can we make sure that we're not making silly mistakes like this on the test? Well, my first piece of advice for you is to slow down. The test does not give you points based on how many problems you finish. It's based on how many problems you finish correctly. Second, we follow through a simple 3-step process to make sure we're not making silly mistakes like this. So the first of our steps is to ask, what do we want specifically? We'll go and list off exactly what does the question want us to go and answer. In this case, it would be x minus 1. See how that's different than what x is? That makes us immediately cognizant that we need to be finding something other than x. The second question we ask ourselves is, what do we have? Well, in this case, we have this formula, 4x minus 4 is equal to 112. And it's very clear from this that we're going to have to be solving for x. So the last step here is to go and solve the equation. So let's go ahead and do that by hand. 4x minus 4, you'll drop the absolute value signs, and then you'll do some algebra to go and isolate x, and you'll get 4x is equal to 116. You'll divide by 4 on each side, and you'll end up getting x is equal to 29. Correct. But again, we want to write down what is x minus 1. So that's 29 minus 1, and your answer is 28. Share this with someone who keeps making the same SAT math mistakes.